In the ancient dance between light and dark, there comes a moment, brief, breathtaking, when the sun vanishes. The sky blackens, shadows lengthen, and the world holds its breath. This is the eclipse, not just of the sky, but of the soul. And the Umbral Council knows this. They do not fear it, they embrace it. In the halls of the ArcanoStar, the major arcana speak of fate, of prophecy, and of war. But fate does not wait, it tightens like a noose of stars. And so, under the waxing shadow, we draw from the cards once more. Before me, I have a spread of the solar eclipse, of everything that the Umbral Council is trying to bring into fruition. I will then read to see how this next set of stories will unfurl for the world, for Metroton City, and for our minor arcana.
First, in the position of the self, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This season doesn't begin with a clean, shiny new start. It begins with a crack blessing. Next, in the position of the moon, the unconscious self, we flip over and have the Eight of Pentacles. On the surface, life goes on, training, classes, patrol, but underneath, all of you are working your way through drama and trauma. Next up, in the position of the sun, the visible conflict, we have the Five of Swords. This is the season of ugly victories. You will win, but it will cost you. Next, the Ten of Cups is within the position of what you can leave behind. This is the death of the fantasy. And then following that is the World card on what you can begin. The story will take bigger leaps onto a bigger stage. And lastly, in the position of the way forward, we have the Four of Pentacles. What do you cling to and what do you let go?
And there you have it. We have read the solar. We have read the reading. We have read the spread of the solar eclipse. What is in store, though, and how we interpret that in the fiction, well, it's up to all of us as we continue to tell this story. So, without further ado, we will begin Cour 2, The Eclipse. Beyond the veil of our waking world, past the orbit of memory and etched in the echoes of starlight dreams, there's a place few have been and fewer still can name. It is not charted on maps. It is not bound by time. It is a heartbeat of magic, pulsing at the edge of forever. This is the ArcanoStar, a celestial citadel that floats in the great cradle of the cosmos, born not of stone or steel, but of meaning, intention, and myth. It is here that the arcana gather. Here that the major arcana, the guardians of the arcana, keep their watchful vigil. Here that chosen heroes are tested, shaped, and exalted. The sky is an ocean of endless twilight, swirling with stars that whisper names older than language. As a portal opens up with golden arches, clad in their arcana forms, we see our heroes Rip, Diamond, and Hex. A couple months have passed, and we're now getting to the December months, after the fateful day of the homecoming. There's still rumors and whispers around, but more on that later. As minor arcana, before you see this large ethereal castle made out of crystals and stone and magic, of purples and blues and greens as the universe itself floats before you. There are several different broken islands that float around the gigantic castle that is the Citadel. Nixus pops next to you after the portal closes.
Well, it took a while, but welcome to the ArcanoStar, minor arcana.
Good to see you too, Nixus.
Thank you.
Well, you have a little bit of time before the meeting, before the great guardians of the Arcanum appear, and you get to meet the other minor arcana who is within our realm. So, guess make yourselves at home. You deserve it. You are true heroes of the Arcana.
Diamond looks to Hex and Bryce, but specifically lingers on Hex. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, he is so nice to us. Whatever happened to his attitude before?
Hex leans in to whisper back. I think it has to do with upgrades. She says in air quotations.
Well, I always thought that the true meaning of strength and mentoring someone was to be there for them when they actually need you, not when they've already found themselves. Strange to me.
Hex doesn't respond with words, but more like a knowing glance. Like she's in agreement.
Mhm.
You see that this concept is washing over Bryce, or in a way where he's never considered this before. He's like, why would you think that? And you almost see him stop, but when Samara started to speak, he's trying to process it.
And I think you all remember when Lula May had to give her presentation on the true meaning of strength. A lot of that presentation was about being there for people in the way that they need you to be, and not expecting them to be perfect, not expecting others to meet your expectations in a way that's unreasonable, but in a way of encouraging them to be their best self. And that is how Lula May had this presentation on the true meaning of strength.
In this crystal cosmic space, as you see several floating islands, and all these large islands have these obsidian gateways leading to, well, you don't know where. And then of course the grand castle the citadel itself in the center of the ArcanoStar, if you want to go there. But the choice is yours, as you have some time before the big meeting.
Bryce is gonna sort of, after mulling over the thought before, he's gonna say to the group, yeah, but like, let's maybe, I don't know, let's go explore. Like, maybe there's some cool stuff here that we're now worthy to use, and it's rightfully ours. I don't know.
If you don't mind, I mean, I'm kind of curious what's going on, and I don't know. I had this feeling I just want to see what Nixus is up to. Maybe catch up later?
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
And
I give you a look. I'm like, okay.
and I
help?
think you catch a look back that is, I'm standing behind Rip as I start to walk away, and I turn back and I just give you a little so Diamond is trying to give you some time alone with Rip.
Appreciated.
And I sort of like walk over sort of in the direction that Nixus had went, and I'm just gonna start poking around while you guys chat.
Okay. So you make your way over. You see Nixus hasn't teleported or gone to a portal of sorts. Is now actually just hopping, floating across. The gravity here is pretty adaptive to whatever you wish it to be. And if you want to hop over to these islands, as there are several meters apart, you can still jump and leap there with the control as you follow Nixus, who's just making their way towards a corner island that's floating. He does land and then is starting to continue to walk towards the large 100-foot archway of obsidian to walk through. Are you trying to make yourself known, or are you just going to go and follow him?
You know, I think I'm just following behind. But to be fair, Diamond as a person who's used to being in the spotlight, I don't think she really knows what it feels like to hide in the shadows and just watch. So it's sort of like, if he notices me, he notices me. And it's fine. I'll play it off. But I think I'm just walking around looking impressed as much as I can, hoping that that's enough of a cover to sort of watch where he goes.
Yeah. I would say he's not very being trying to be perceptive or look anything. He just hops on and just walks right through, walking up what looks to be these crystal purple staircases. They are very large, and he looks like a bug, or say like a just even smaller creature hopping from staircase to staircase or step to step before jumping through without looking back and going through this invisible portal where he disappears. He doesn't seem to say anything. You could follow him if you want, or if you just want to go ahead, you can stay in this area.
Ooh, I'm tempted. You know what? Hold on. This is important.
Where do you want the fiction to go?
Exactly. I'm also No, you know what? I think this is not the time to make a reckless choice. I think Diamond is suspicious. There's just something that feels wrong. It just feels strange. She thought she was getting scolded because it was an authority figure, but now suddenly we've embraced our minor arcana, and suddenly Nixus is treating us with respect, and it just doesn't make sense. You're a mentor. You're supposed to be there to encourage and strengthen those that you mentor, not embrace and only acknowledge them once they've reached power and acknowledgement and success. Isn't that only reinforcing that the only time you'll get positive reinforcement is when you've already succeeded? And if you're not succeeding, you're failing. So there's something that feels wrong, but I'm not going to follow him. I'm just going to stay and keep looking at the surroundings and wait until Rip and Hex are done talking. But I think I try to shift my mind to the positive. I try to fix that, like shift it and just think, I wonder if Hex is gonna say anything. I mean, she has had an enormous crush on Rip for so long, but now she knows he's Bryce. I don't know if that's gonna change anything, but he is still heroic. So I just go into kind of thinking about that and trying to focus on my friend rather than the thing that kind of frightens me a little bit.
All right. No.
Is that when we see like the bubbles of like the fanfic of,
Correct.
in the manga pages?
Yes.
Where they're like,
And it shows that fanfic, the page turns as we now see the actual vision or drawing of, the actual panel of Samara and Bryce, or in this case, Rip and Hex, standing on the entryway, the large circular disc that is that you're kind of just floating on.
So, come on, let's go. I think I saw there was like a warehouse or like an armory or like a crystal room. I don't know. But like, it's ours now. That's what they said. Let's go check it out. I can't hear you when you look away from me and mumble. I'm sorry, Hex.
So silly. My neck is off. I love that. Hex turns around, and I don't think she's quite used to the whole updo and whatnot, and she kind of just turns to face Rip and says, "Sorry, I said sure." There seems to be an abundance of crystals here. I'm sure the warehouse has some interesting assortments as well.
Yeah, let's go get some. And we'll like sort of make our way towards, I don't know, like a warehouse looking room. Maybe there's some signage in this space. And after maybe walking for a moment or two in silence, Bryce will say, or Rip will say to Hex, so like, what did you and Diamond mean by that? Because like, we've been working hard and he's been hard on us, but like, we made it now. Like, that's what we've been doing. Like, now we deserve the praise, right? Like, I don't know if I get it.
Hex takes a second to respond because she's not by any means trying to speak for Diamond, their teammate. But I'd like to think that she has a really sound concept on Lulamay's outlook on how she feels, like literally everything you just echoed before. So I think that Hex is going to she's like pinching her chin as she mulls over her words purposefully and says,
I see you stop, and I'll stand next to you as we overlook the void into the void. I see
I think
really,
Diamond. I'm sorry, finish.
I was gonna say, I see you're really thinking hard about this, and I appreciate you walking me through it. And I take a step closer.
I think that it's really funny as you say that, because she's so kind of like concerned in her thoughts that she doesn't realize just how close you stepped. That when she turns around and she she's like is in full concept, and she's like in full explaining mode, and she's like, I think what Diamond is finding hard to believe is that when we needed Nixus the most, he seemed to be the most distant. And now that we've seemed to come leaps and bounds, he seems to want to reap the benefits, and yet treat us like we're an entirely different class of, excuse me. She takes a gulp and she takes a step back because she didn't realize how close you were. And when she's this close, you can actually see. I mean, you don't wear a mask right now, or do you wear a mask in costume?
I'm assuming like I can like take the mask off or put the like I have like a visor piece on, so like I'll take it off when we're like in company, you know, within good company, you know. But we're still like in our super suits because we're powered to be in this space.
It's giving Sentai Rangers minus the helmets, still suits. And I think the same. She also, because she normally has a headpiece that she's kind of constructed into like just like a half mask from the top half, and that would also be off right now. But being this close, she's never had a moment to really see just like, sure, you know, Rip, or I should say Bryce might be easy on the eyes, but Bryce also is someone that she kind of wrote off. And it was someone that she kind of like, it was a book that she did judge by its cover. But now it's again coming really hard for her to see the difference between the two. It's real hard, like there's bleed in between. So she's trying to focus on Bryce, the individual who she doesn't have feelings for, but she's trying to divorce the concept of what she knows, but it's really, really hard. And her face is turning a little flush as she's looking down, and then she clears her throat and says, I think that we have come really far. And ultimately, I'm glad that Nixus is treating us better, but it shouldn't have taken us to reach this level of extent for him to see the true potential that we have. Britt, before you gained your before you were minor arcana, I always thought you were a phenomenal hero. And I'm sorry I didn't give you the benefit of the doubt when you were in your non-heroic form. Sorry.
Are you sure? Like, isn't that like what parents and people do though? Like, they want you to be good and be better, and like they push you until you're perfect, right? That's what we needed to be, right? That's why we're the superheroes we are. And like now, I mean, I get it. I was in school, like I didn't know you, and I didn't know that you were you. But now that I know, and like it's easy to like write someone off. I was, you know, not a superhero when I'm in school, so I get it. Like I'm sometimes a jerk, or I didn't mean to be a jerk, but like I didn't think I was a jerk, but like I could see how you'd think I was a jerk, but I didn't mean to discount you either right now either. But like you see what I mean, right? I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me. It's so weird. Like, I guess he could have been nicer to us. Like he is our leader, right? Our mentor. Like he was trying to get us to be Arcana, but yet he was still like, you're not good enough. Go be better. Like that kind of hurt. Remember when we were really struggling?
I do.
Is that what you mean? I don't know. And you could see he's like conflicted. Bryce is like, you see the like steam coming out of his ears as he's trying to reconcile these concepts, because he's talking about real life things that like, you know, Lula May has even mentioned with her parents and expectations. And you get that he accepts that that's the pressure that he's supposed to have. And he doesn't get that he's not supposed to, or not, you know, it's not a normal expectation.
I'm not sure if Rip realized the look on Hex's face kind of fell a bit once he started asking her about parents and what their expectations are. Because when she does look back up, her eyes are a little glassy, but she's still keeping it together. And there's a small smile on her face. But she responds with, sadly, when it comes to parents, get out of my wheelhouse. But
Do I know that you're an adopted?
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't know that. That's pretty public knowledge.
Okay. I think that this is also a moment where Bryce doesn't realize that he like stepped in it. So he's gonna acknowledge that, and Hex, no, Sammy, and he's gonna try and put his hand on your hand, like if your hand's like on a banister, and be like, "I'm so sorry. I did not realize. I was just sort of speaking, and I didn't mean to take it there."
It's all right. That's not really what truly has me worried. She looks around, half hoping to spot Diamond, poorly hiding behind a pillar somewhere. But when she doesn't spot Diamond anywhere, she just kind of like takes a deep breath because she's looking for support right now. She takes a deep breath and she is going to share a vulnerability or weakness with Rice. And for the doomed, when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, give them influence over you and ask if they honestly think there's hope for you. I'm going to read the whole thing and I'll give you some context. If they say yes, mark potential or clear one box of your doom track. If they say no, mark condition or mark your doom track. And she's going to say, what I recently found out is I should take a step back. I've been having visions since gaining my powers, and I've kind of known that there was an entity out there that was looking for me in some abstract way. I wouldn't say hunting me or anything like that, but I just
so like
knew it was
not
searching.
good searching. Oh, okay.
No, not good. But I've recently come to find who that person is. It's the moon, who also happens to be my mother, my birth mother.
Oh my. Oh, that's
knowing how strong she is. And I think she never budged when his hand was on top of hers, but I think she's gonna look down at their hands and then look back up at him and ask, do you think I've got a chance against someone as powerful as her? Do you think there's hope for me?
You see the worry in his eyes sort of blink and steal away, and he grabs your other hand and holds your hands in his and says, "Of course there's hope for you. You are not alone in this. I'm on your team. We have Diamond. We have the major arcana. We are in the sanctum of heroes. We will find a way to save you. We will find a way to make sure that you are safe and that no harm befalls you. The moon is a wicked person. And just because she is your birth mother, you are not beholden to her. You are your own person."
Thank you. Thank you, Bryce.
He was like holding your hand. If you're like not trying to like awkwardly pull away, he'll like
No.
try and give you a hug. He'll
I think she would
literally-
happily accept it, resting her head on his chest.
Would this count as a comfort and support? So like as I grab you, like I'll like hold like pull you in and I just sort of like whisper again, like we're your team. You can count on us. And then the last thing I'll say, like, I'm here for you.
Oh yeah. If that's what you're intending, you want to compliment support, or you could totally go right ahead.
Real quick, actually, you do have to shift my labels.
Oh, yes, you
as
didn't do
per
that yet. Yes.
My team move.
Yes.
That influence.
I would say I am probably shifting. Like I don't like.
Follow your gut and follow your heart.
Because I want to be like, you're one of us, and like you're a hero, and that's savior, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I feel like you're I'm like, I feel like you're not, you're not alone, you're not a part of this. So I'll shift your savior up and your freak down.
Got it. Savior up, freak down. What's to do? Thank you. And that's a hit. For you, that's a 7. So I think the way that Sammy would respond, and let me know if this counts. Like I said, that she embraced the hug, she rested her head on your chest, and I think that as you were whispering that, she's crying, but she's not crying tears of sadness. She's crying tears of relief, knowing that her teammates got her back, and that no matter what, she's super duper grateful to have Bryce on her side. And I think that she would return that by giving a small tight squeeze, and she would just respond again and say, thank you. There's nothing more I could ask for. Does that count as opening up?
I think so.
Awesome. And
I definitely
will, because if you initiate the movie, you're the final arbiter.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. I didn't realize.
Sorry,
I was like,
Bryce,
that sounds great to me.
Yeah, it's basically, does Rip
Do I
see
choose
this as someone opening up to him?
Oh, absolutely, because like I don't think that he expected like to be like mentally and emotionally challenged and have his like teammate like basically cry in his shoulder and open up this way. Like I knew we were going through it, but this feels a little more monumentous, feels too much, but like more than just a miniature hurdle. Like this feels like a big accomplishment.
Yeah, significant for sure.
Thank you. Significant. This feels significant to me. So I don't think you have any conditions right now. So if you want to
I'm marking double potential for my team move and for this comforter support. And I'm just 1 point away from advancement.
Take it.
Poetic.
After we sort of have this moment though, I like, because we were walking, we'll say, for a little while and then stopped and we're just sort of like overlooking on our way. I think he does want to go to like a warehouse and try and like raid and get some cool shit for us and be like, this is ours now. Like literally, like let's go do some retail therapy,
some resources,
retail therapy for this moment. Yeah, and go look for some cool shit for our team.
Okay, so
can we say that as you all were walking for a while and eventually stumble upon the area right around where Diamond is, and Diamond sees you first, but stands awkwardly behind a pillar because she doesn't want to interrupt the scene. And she's just like, ooh. just watching and smiling. And as you start saying retail therapy, Diamond steps out in her glorious minor arcana form with her dark, her white and like midnight blue two-toned, like she's got the white and gold breastplate, she's got the cool chain, like a shield, almost like a brooch hanging from the part of her breastplate, and beautiful two-toned, gorgeous, like almost a cape-like skirt, short one that looks like Starry Night, gold boots, and she just comes out. Someone say retail therapy. I feel like I didn't know we were gonna do that, but I am here for it.
Diamond, you've been here the whole time. We've been looping around in this place.
Were you? No, I haven't. No, I heard nothing, saw nothing. I was just here, Nixus, he disappeared into some kind of strange little portal. And well, I thought it's probably best not to invade his privacy, at least at this point. So I didn't follow him or anything. Keep my Nixus, if you're watching me right now, stop it. So
Okay, Lulu, we need to get you off the coffee. We're gonna get you some. We'll get you a
No.
Gator. We'll get you a Gatorade from the way.
First of all, it's Diamond right now, or Knight of Wands, if you will. But they have some incredible coffee here. I had some time on my hands. It tastes like stars, but it makes you feel like dreams, but like the dreams where you fly. It's like that. I mean, I guess that's not weird for you, Rip, because you sort of do that all the time.
When have I ever flown?
I don't know if there's always time for that. Let's go. Let's go shopping.
Let's go.
Real quick, if possible, because I love just how beautiful that description of your costume was. Could we describe our minor arcana form real quick? Would you like to go first,
please.
Rip?
Yeah,
me
sure.
first. Awesome.
Because
that was a beautiful chef's kiss to that description.
Thank you.
I'll be like, yeah, come on, let's do this retail therapy. And Rip holds out his hand to his teammates, and you see him with his golden hair sort of blown back. He has a black and purple sort of cat suit that's like tight on him with a enhanced breastplate and a stomach plate with a giant gem in the center of it. It's all outlined in gold with these super pauldrons, large sort of gauntlets that cover his hands and feet, and there's sort of an aura around him of golden sort of ethereal swords that sort of just circle him, and there's always 10.
Nice. We're going to see as Hex, or I should say, the Three of Pentacles, kind of moves away from our lovely Rip to kind of like smile and kind of almost give Diamond a half hug into it's like the group embrace. We're gonna see that Hex has a crown-like diadem. It's a striking multi-pronged headpiece that sits atop her beautiful purple voluminous hair. It features like this central glowing star that radiates like metallic points and a light accents that glow faintly. It evokes an image of a celestial crown. And she also, like when she's around people that are not her teammates, that like celestial crown, it's almost like there's a starry little half mask that kind of just like covers her eyes and just like right above her nose to kind of give her, because I took the mask move from the Janice. And then she also has an armored corset top. She's got like a fitted bodice. It's crafted from sleek shimmering material that it's almost like obsidian and stardust. She's got silver and purple blue lines that trace the contours of her torso. And then she's got these translucent off the shoulder sleeves, armor plated shoulder pieces that blend into flowing sheer fabric that drape over her upper arms. And she's also got a layered like celestial skirt, a short flared skirt made of layered fabrics that glows in gradients of lilac and silver. And she's also got these beautiful star-tipped heels and about just right above her knee high stockings. Soft lavender accents. That's her costume.
And I have not said this enough, but Hex, you look absolutely incredible. I mean, this is something like, I'm telling you that the best designers in this city, they would absolutely love to get an exclusive on who designed yours. And of course, I imagine it was probably you, but they would never know that, right?
Imagination is key.
Well, let's go.
Yes, let's go. I wonder if we need actual real life currency.
This place has coffee that tastes like stars and makes you feel like dreams. So I feel like probably they're not looking for US dollars.
Good, because I've got none on me.
Well, that's fine. They're not really worth that much in our actual life, and they're probably not worth much here.
I like how you guys just you just it's canon now that you just kind of take out your hand to the air and a cloud appears, creating magically a pot of coffee or whatever you would like for you to
You're
consume.
welcome.
There's no refrigerator. There's nothing. You just will it all in existence here. This is
Mhm.
the Green Lantern Corps. Just
Ooh, it does iced coffee too.
Yep. Up stars and tastes like rainbows and candy.
Ask it for a caramel macchiato. You will not believe what comes out. I'm telling you. I probably had too much.
Her
But-
eyes turn to stars. Ooh, I can taste the starlight.
That
It
is
tastes
a very
starlight.
anime. Your eyes turn to stars. Woo!
That's a fan art moment.
Let's
So
go.
your intent is to there's a bunch of large obsidian gateways that are around you, and yes, they have signs that you can easily read. They're actually written in the ancient Eternum language, but just being Arcana automatically translates it for you. You said you were looking for some sort of place where you can.
Oh, totally. I just want to like go get items. Like Bryce is accepting and processing their like what his teammates has brought to him, but he's still of the mindset like they've made it now. Like we are, like when he goes to a country club, he doesn't go ask for permission to get towels and buffet. He just walks up and takes it. So like that's now what he is thinking for this place. He's like, let's
Bryce
go to
just
the buffet.
Well,
Bryce is pricing.
That's
Bryce is pricing,
listen,
and
Diamond
he
is there with you.
And I don't know any of this. I'm just following along.
Yeah, but like I used food in my analogy, but like he's looking for actual tangible items.
Yeah.
He's not looking for food.
Yeah.
you're not-
Rip is looking for the swag bags.
So I
of the
mean, yeah.
ArcanoStar.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen,
Arc-
play to the audience. They know what conventions are. They know.
Exactly.
Yeah. We need the
Let's
Arcana
ransack
swag
this-
bag.
Let's go.
Beep. Hey, he's not
Go to
above
every
unscrewing
booth.
a light bulb or
No.
unscrewing a crystal.
Oh my god.
You're not.
Meanwhile, you're a Nova. I'm dead.
Oh my
Meanwhile.
goodness. It
I
just
love
so happens that where you guys met up was the armory, and also the place where Nixus had walked through. So that
Oh, so we're
most
not going
likely
anywhere, we're
is
just
where
staying
you
in.
would. Well, you have to go through the portal. It's a giant obsidian archway that leads into nothingness. But that's where Nixus went, and it does read
Oh, that's
armory.
what he already went through. I guess I could have just followed that, but
Oh,
okay.
you know what?
Wait, where did he go?
Fates aligned. It must be deterministic.
Oh, so it's actually that makes sense. Listen, the stars are aligned. The magic coffee in the sky is
Taste the star.
telling
And
us to
they
go
are
through the
pointing to
portal.
Go through the portal.
He didn't
Yes.
really tell us what we were supposed to do, did he?
He said, "Go
No,
have
he
fun
said
and
to peruse
explore."
the grounds. He actually gave us explicit
Incredible.
permission.
Yeah, no, we're like enabled to do this. Come on. He like
Let's
grabs.
take advantage
He like
of it.
grabs their hands and like goes through the portal.
We've earned this.
I can I just say Diamond is in the middle. I'm just gonna
Yes.
I'm in the middle. I hold Hex's and Rip's hand, and like Wizard of Oz, we skip into the portal.
Alrighty,
We're just skipping.
Let's
And
do it.
off you go
Woo!
with your shenanigans.
The wonderful world of ArcanoStar.
I hope they're ready.
They are not ready for us. Let's be real about that. Oh, if Jennifer could see me now.
Fuck
Who's
Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Oh, my rival. Well,
supposed to
at
say
least I
exactly.
think she might be. Well, she's sort of a. Well, you know how like I always give Rip and Bryce so much shit, and I sort of, Oh, sorry. We're allowed to say that. We're in a magic place.
I
Um,
think Hex still just gives you a little look back.
Yeah, I
To be
think
cursed.
you've almost never heard Lulame
Never.
or Diamond curse, and right now she's on cloud nine, maybe a little bit literally because she drank the coffee. So it's a thing, but
Yes.
there is she's like living her best life right now. You've never heard
Vacation
her curse.
mode. She's on holiday.
she's super on holiday. But
So
yeah.
it's so amazing how happy you guys are as you kind of walk through. You're just feeling entitled and just on cloud nine, literally. As you step through, for a moment, everything goes dark before you step through as well to the other side, landing on crystal tiles. It's a vast chamber. It seems to stretch beyond time itself throughout the dimensions. There is no limit to this infinite chamber that you're in realizing you're inside the ArcanoStar. The air is cool but weighty, and almost like that silence before battle. As you look around, you see on the walls that they are lined from the floor to infinity. What looks to be weapons, some weapons floating on pedestals, hanging on the walls. They're on stands, each one an artifact of impossible beauty and terrible power. There are no duplicates. Everything looks unique. And you see that etched in them are symbols of the greater, minor arcana of all different types. You can tell, like, yes, there's the knights. There's the Knight of Swords, and there's the other. There's the world. Everyone has their weapon, but all their symbols look a little bit different, just like yours does. You have your own flavor on what your specific tarot cards look like. There's a huge statue of what looks to be a grand deity, a crystal deity that looks like almost like the shape of a cactus, but just more of like a crystal instead of a cactus. There are no eyes or noses, but it looks like someone is looking down to you, like a massive, think Steven Universe, My Diamond, that kind of large triangular diamond shape looking at you with this sense of judgment, standing about 30 feet tall. Besides this other 20-foot diameter beneath, kind of fountain beneath it, you hear voices, familiar voices. One is definitely Nixus.
This is totally the jackpot room, guys. I knew it.
Are we supposed to listen quietly? Or
Oh,
You've got great taste, but it seems a little ominous, wouldn't you say?
I don't know if I like that another giant diamond is watching me, because I feel like that's a little too poetic.
You'll always be on number one.
Oh, thank you, honey.
I feel like I've seen this on a TV show. My diamond, let us peruse your storehouse.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Is it on Henry Multiverse?
Yes, I love that show.
So do I. She looks over to Lulume Saturday morning cartoon. Doesn't help anything.
We watched some of those, right? That when All right.
You walk closer towards the giant statue and start to hear Nixus going,
I did as you said. I'm doing as much as I can. I don't know how long you can keep it away from her, from them, from her.
Nixus, please. A familiar voice. You know this, Samara or X, as the High Priestess's voice. It's not time. The moon is reaching its zenith soon, and the eclipse is almost upon us. She's not ready. They are not ready. Shh, do you hear that? They stop talking.
Who's there?
As it echoes throughout this chamber.
Oh, hi there. We were just exploring. You had said to explore and have fun, and we saw a fun little obsidian-like portal, and we came through it. I saw you come through earlier. I thought, I'm interested. I wonder what Nixus is up to. You didn't give us any parameters other than have fun and explore. Hi. Oh my God.
Hello,
High
High
Priestess? Is that a High Priestess? I've never met you before. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I had too much of that star coffee.
For a moment,
Hex is just quiet.
she looks at you. She's not in her armor. She's in her beautiful white and gold etched along the edges in a beautiful filigree of twisting calligraphy. Her hands are completely white. A familiar like skin tone to someone you may have seen before, Hex. But she does wear her mask, her moon-shaped mask, blocking her face as she looks down at you with clear gray eyes. Huh, Minor Arcana. This is the Grand Armory. You're not quite ready yet, especially you three, to be amongst and using any of these weapons of your formers. We are going to start our announcement shortly. Go, please. Go towards the entry doorway of the Citadel. There we will make our appearance, and you can meet your peers. Go on now. Nixus. Yes.
I'd love to pierce her mask when I
Yes!
have the opportunity to do so.
You have a chance.
I'm not
right
buying
now.
this.
I'm gonna
Not
give you,
picking up
can
what she's
I give
putting
you
down.
the opportunity to like do the hat?
I would like to possibly do something after.
Okay. You can go. So, are you trying to do something to aid Hex, Rip?
Possibly. Do you need to like? Are you studying her?
I'm
staring her down?
my eyes. Hex's eyes never left her mentor's face.
I'm going to say something like stupid to give you a time to like sort of like hone in on her then. So
Okay.
Bryce / Rip is gonna say, I don't want to like second guess a major, but like our auras led us here. So like I think maybe we are ready for something in this room.
I mean, I got a 14.
Woo! Ooh!
Hunty. If you
Now-
want, you can make that, but I don't want you to have to use team necessarily. Unless you're trying to charge and flavor that you were giving me. Boost.
Oh no, I don't think we need it, but like
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
It was just
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, but you're in the fiction. That's why I got a 14.
I was adding to the fiction, to like distract her to give you time to,
She turns and looks at you. Your aura led you here, as she doesn't look. She for a moment breaks away from looking at you specifically, Hex. And yes, you rolled a 14, able to catch every movement of her eye, every twitch and twaddle, every like fluctuation of her eternum. As you definitely succeed on that one. I believe you have some questions to ask.
I do. I would love to know. I think this is the best one, honestly. How could I gain influence over my mentor, the High Priestess?
Impress her. Show her that you're nothing like the moon.
She's comparing me. Oh, shit.
Oh, gag.
Damn, that's harsh. I'm feeling that. How can I get your character to not compare me to the moon? Please and thank you. Asking for a friend.
The moon. I have. The moon means is the card it represents is something in the distance, far away, something looming over, but about reaching that and entering a place of imagination and clarity. It's all about letting it be your guide to a world unknown. Normally, the moon in this case is about perversing that and reversing that energy. It's about casting the shadow of the moon, the eclipse, if you will, to put everything into a sense of misinterpretation, misunderstanding, fear, and deception. She fears that your powers could be used in that way as signified by your doom, the way it works. She's been training you to not use it that way, but she has doubts. You're piercing that. So how to not to get her not to do it is to show the true opposite of what the moon represents. That like be that bridge to the unknown, but the good unknown, to that limitless.
Basically embody my arcana, which is all about teamwork and cooperation.
Exactly. Truly embody it in the opposite ways that the moon currently is, which is the reverse of the.
My last question for you, my love. What do you want me, Hex, to do? She respects her too much to care about her plans. That's all her own agenda. She just wants to know, what do you want from me and how can I change your perception of me?
She wants you as much as she doesn't want to do it. She understands. She wants you to destroy the moon. Only you, it seems. You don't know why, that's the question, because you don't know our plans. But it seems that like she needs you to destroy the moon for reasons you don't know, but that's what she wants you to do.
Yeah. I think Hex is gonna stay her ass silent the entire time as she gains all this knowledge. She doesn't peep a damn word.
Yeah, so like there must be something in here for us.
I love you so much, Rip.
Otherwise, like it wouldn't make sense.
No, it's come on, guys. I'll show you. How about I show you where we keep all the eternal crystals that powers this place? And then we can go and have a seat over at the archway, and we can see the great announcement they have. Come on, he nudges you.
Oh, I'd love a crystal too. Okay, fine.
Come on.
And he like uses his antlers to kind of push you guys back through the portal.
I will.
Diamond, before we walk through the portal, looks back towards the high priestess. She saw the moon. And she looks at the high priestess. She cocks her head. Thinks better of it. Follows the group through the portal.
Before that happens, Bryce also will turn around and bow towards the priestess and walk through, and then Diamond will do her.
Yeah, she didn't get a bow from me.
If anything, the one thing I feel Hex would say before leaving the presence of the high priestess would be, she would say in a respectful, but also, she's rather still shocked about what might be expected of her down the line. Not right now, not tomorrow, but inevitably. And she says, looking forward to your counsel again, mentor. Out of character, is there a specific saying whenever a minor arcana is leaving a major arcana's presence?
It is, may your light rise with the stars and your shadow stand unbroken. And the reply to that is, and may your fate be your own, even when written in the cards.
Then what we will see in that moment, when Diamond looks back, just having heard the phrase, the call and response that is expected, Diamond does that cocking of her head, thinks something still feels off. She does not say the phrase of respect before she leaves.
Bryce doesn't remember it. So he says, your light rises with the stars and your shadows unbroken. Bye. And then we'll leave. And then we'll leave.
I just want to say, because I never had a chance to fully say it correctly, Before I forget, may your light rise with the stars and your shadow stand unbroken.
She looks at you and says, and she kind of snaps back into it because she had a look of worry when you were staring at her, and she goes, and may your fate be your own, even when written in the cards.
So poetic.
Okay.
We leave.
And each of
We'll
you
get kicked out.
zip off. And that's the last scene we see as the manga page turns. And you are brought with Nixus on a, we'll say, a montage of showing you around the place, to all the places that, like the chambers, the core of the ArcanoStar.
I take one of the crystals. One of the small crystals in one of the rooms.
What?
That power goes off in that room, like someone's bedroom. And yes, everyone has a bedroom in all of their, all throughout the entirety of the Arcana. So, and also, actually, how about I actually just explain that, since you are, I wasn't planning on you guys taking a tour of the ArcanoStar yet, but since that's what we're kind of doing as we're going through, I'll just
Go explore, but I'm not ready for a tour.
That is so Nixus. He told us, have fun, explore, no parameters. Yeah, you like how Diamond called him out?
How diamond of you.
So Diamond.
Yep. Okay. So, I'm like, there are many places that he doesn't take you because you only have so many time, and this is an infinite. If I haven't explained before, this is an infinite plane. But as you walk through, you go through the Hall of Majors. The Hall of Majors is a grand temple, a temporal temple carved of what is called astral stone. It's the things that, the crystal that everything's made out of that's holding it together. It holds memories. This stone has the ability to capture memories and feelings. So the architect who built it, their memories are drilled within. Literally, their blood, sweat, and tears holds this entire place together. It is an amphitheater and a cathedral, but also a courtroom all in one. You see that there are statues of the major arcanas, some of them lit up. As Nix explains, if they're here, their statue of the majors will be lit to let you know they're in the ArcanoStar. You see that Strength, Chariot, High Priestess, and the Emperor are all currently lit up. He continues to go through, and you see there's the different sanctums. There's a hallway, an infinite hallway full of obsidian triangular tall gateways that have the symbol of each arcana. It continues on to the major arcanas, and some of them are locked off. Think of it as a Stargate that's been turned off. Those that are on are all the actual major and minor arcanas who exist right now. So eventually you do find your rooms, and at any point in the future, if you're not ready now, you can describe what your room looks like. For now, it's just a crystal room. You have, anytime you wish to have downtime, want to come into this place, you can magic your room to have you see fit. But from here, as you leave the Hall of Majors to the Hall of Minors, where your rooms will be located, you continue through showing all the other different rooms and meeting places that exist here, until finally he stops in front of the entryway to the front door, which is this giant crystal doorway. There is a gap between where you currently are and the entryway to the Citadel proper. Probably about a few hundred feet, but it looks like there's a drawbridge in the shape of the door. There you see popping up in dust and spheres and other type of magical effects are several minor arcana, completely garbed in their helmets, so you can't tell who they are. Some teams of 3 appear, about like 3 sets of 3 appear, so a total of 9, signifying that they're on teams like you are. While about 4 lone ones appear and 1 duo. All right, so we're here. Okay, well,
there's the tour. If you want to go and look at everything else, you'll have to do it when we have more time, even though time technically doesn't exist here. Anyway, have a seat and await the show. This is what it is all about. This is where we meet the major arcana, and they embark upon you miners your blessing. What do you guys do? Or what do you do here? Or do you just go on to the scene of the major arcana's testimony?
Can I charge up?
Oh yeah, do it.
I want to charge up.
You certainly can. There are some charged up people and other of the minor arcanas here. Some of them are staring at you like, There's a lot of people who are looking at each other. There are people who are talking who know each other, but no one seems to know you because you're the newest. New kids on the block.
I see.
Okay, well before
Can we
we
team
get
charge?
that- yeah, maybe you team charge. Maybe you do that.
Team
Not
charge?
me. Yeah, my team charging. Hey, can we just say, as you guys are charging, I'm just punching the fists that you hold up with freaking energy and magic, and I'm just like, all right, let's go. That's my charging up. But the one scene I want to have is before, and we can fade to black on this. It's not really a full scene. Before we go to see the show, whatever ominous crap that is, Nixus, I want to go to straight up to Diamond's room, and in Diamond's room, one aspect I know I want is I want at least I want my bed, and it has to be cool and awesome, but I also, and it's oversized. It's an oversized bed, and there's too high of from the bed to the ceiling is too high, and you'll know why later, because as you come in, there are there's bunk beds that is a triple bunk bed on one side that is very clearly meant to be even though we're on this magic place, Diamond wants to make sure there's always a place for her two friends. But there's also this oversized bed in the center that is, the ceiling is too high. It's strange. And as soon as she goes in and brings you guys in there, she thinks it and it happens. And the ceiling, raises up away from the bed, and we jump on. Diamond jumps as hard as she can, and it doesn't break the bed, and she just starts bouncing. And she tries to get her friends to jump on the bed with her before we go see the show.
I love that. I feel like you just came ready. You didn't even know you were getting a room, and there you have it.
I did not know. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready, bitches. Quote Bria Ironguard. That is my queen, and I will quote her.
But yeah. And you'll definitely have time afterwards, the whole thing, to go to your rooms and say you've set it up the way you were, and we'll hear about it.
It's gonna be great. I don't know what the rest of the room looks like, but I know I want to jump on the bed, and it is important that this bed does not break with my ridiculous strength and size, or density, I should say, and we can just hop.
It can. It's all made of magic, and it's an infinite room. So think about if you have infinity to do infinite things. That's your imagination is the limit.
That was my dream. Okay.
And as you all kind of take your seats in this, and it's all crystal steps that appear. Very comfortable, though. Crystal cloud steps. As everyone sits down and looks on at, it's almost like you're in Disney World and you're looking at the Magic Kingdom, and you're looking at Cinderella's castle at the show that's about to start, as everyone's staring in awe at the large castle, the citadel before it. Is there anything you wish to do? Are you going to take seats, or are you interacting with the new, well, you're the new guys, so the people who are definitely have cliques and are intermingling? No one comes up to you, though.
I wasn't describe how it looks like for Hex to try and charge up in her minor arcana form.
Oh, yes, that's right. You were doing a team charge. Please go ahead and describe how this looks as you look forward.
I think that this is the first time she's charging up in this form. And when she does it, we're going to see that The pronged crown on her head begins to pulse faintly. First, the soft teal glow, then it's growing in intensity, turning purple, bathing the ground around her in rippling starlight. And I think that one by one, the stars on her bodice, boots, and gloves flicker to life. And there's a reason why there's only 3 of them. Because as she starts to take a deep breath, the glimmering threads of magic, like aurora ribbons, begin to unravel from her sashes and swirl around her in a protective ring. It's as if the constellations themselves are aligning in her favor. And she says, by crown and comet, by dream in dusk, I am the night's chosen flame. And the floating familiars, the 3 of them, which is the 3 of pentacles, are going to light up with a trio of harmonic tones, like ding, 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 as she draws cosmic energy into her very essence. Her eyes blaze like twin stars, and the air hums around her, and then, and hopefully I don't get a miss. I have to describe that awesome scene. I got a 9.
Very, very nice.
I shall mark guilty for being a little too flashy. I can tell there are eyes on me now, and I'll take my lovely 3 burn.
Bryce, are you also, or sorry, Rip, are you also burning things up?
Yeah, I have to follow that up.
Let's
you
go,
can,
boo.
you can see there is sort of a the stars appear in Bryce's eyes or Rip's eyes as Hex sort of comes alive, and he takes this as a moment to also charge up, and in his standard form, you see he says, we are in the place where our powers are most precious and given to us, and this is where we can most easily tap in what is ours, and I am the master of this space, and even though there is time or no time here, it is my time. And he will tap his chest, and the waves will ripple out and sort of rip the space around him, and you can see that his costume the gloves grow, the golden trim appears, the mask sort of goes back over his face where it has sort of like the Oliver, from Archer, the what's his name? Viking out on it. Anyway, the mask appears.
The Green Arrow?
Green Arrow.
Arrow, yeah.
Yeah, that arrow. Yeah, he has that close on mask. You know what I'm talking about. And I say, I'm the master here, and I'll go to grab, and the ethereal swords will appear, and as I sort of slice in front of me, it'll sort of woof 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 woof, and the 10 of the swords will from 210 will appear in the space around me, and then they'll sort of just vanish, and sort of as if they're sort of creating a shield behind my back as I place them around and have this glowing sort of sword aura, and roll for my burn as well. Here's my burn. Boo!
You can do this.
I did not look as good as Hex.
Hold
It's
to
okay.
burn and
It's
market
okay.
it, and what
You
kind
can
of
see-
happens?
Yeah, so you can see in this moment, he was like, oh, fuck, I was not prepared to give a speech the way the Hex was. So you can see he feels insecure. You see that all of the eyes he notices, he transforms and sees all of the eyes still on Hex and none of them are on him. So he feels it feels a little hopeless, and he's also a little angry. He was like, I said stuff too. So those are the 3 conditions that he takes.
Okay. Don't forget to mark your potential.
Oh, thank goodness.
And
I'll take mine 2, and I'll hold 2 burn.
as you transform in your own ways, and everyone is still looking at Hex. Oh, yes, Diamond.
Diamond is watching this nonsense with magic and watches Hex charge up. And she's so impressed by her. Hex has been coming into her power. And honestly, Diamond's always seen Hex as a hero in a way that it's everything she wants to be and isn't yet. So she's watching Hex and she powers up. And when the spotlight hits her and when people are looking at her, there's embarrassment. There's this feeling of like shying away from the camera as my friend, who is a photographer, is now in frame. And I would love to go up to her and try to comfort and support Hex. And just say, this is not a time for you to hide. You are in your power. You worked hard to get here. Shine. I would like to try to comfort and support.
If I'm your love, that hella impressed me. Add that +1. And
Oh,
you have
that's right.
influence.
Thank you, because I never add my bonuses, and it's literally been, this is the 5th session, so.
Yeah.
And you have
actually.
influence. That's
Yep.
+2, mama.
Plus
Okay,
two.
so it's a 10 then, because I rolled an 8, so it would be with a +2. And because I have the friend for the Bull's Heart roll, when I comfort or support my love or my rival, I mark potential on a hit. So I get an extra potential, and guess what, baby? That makes it 5.
Guess what, Hunty?
But
I think
we will wait to announce what my advancement will be. How does Hex respond?
I think that upon hearing all of this, all she felt like she needed was a little bit of permission to feel like she could own this,
Take that space.
take that space, because she's really almost exclusively left that to Rip, because that's been his arena. He's been the very flashy, showy Nova. Like, he's been doing this for a minute, and he's got phenomenal power. He can do so much more than she can. And in this moment, I don't think she realizes just how all the horrible things that are going through Rip's mind right now, because she's a little too overjoyed that she's getting recognition for once. So a part of me is like, I feel really bad for Rip right now. I'm so sorry, my love. You need the most love and support right now. But I think that Hex is gonna like smile and like lean in and give you a really big hug and say, thanks. It means the world to hear that. And
Anytime.
yeah. I mean, would you count that as opening up, hun?
I think so, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking potential, marking my 5th one also.
So the success is they hear you, either mark potential, clear condition, blah, blah, blah. And then also, let's not forget, add a team to the pool or clear condition myself. We're going to add a team to the pool. So I get to mark potential and we add a team and you mark potential. Let's go. We're on fire. All of this wonderful moment. Manga pages split and you have Rip looking insecure.
You see that
Rip.
he has walked away from you two embracing and like sat at like one of like the like stadium, like one of the seats. Like he's like left space for you guys as well, but like he's sitting by himself.
This is fully one of those moments where like when you're helping one person or boosting someone up, sometimes you're oblivious to the other people in the room that are not having a moment of celebration.
I need you just as much, if not more.
Yes. And what a beautiful thematic element and thread here. Nixus, Diamond's doing the same thing.
I'll call the kettle black.
Let's go. Woo!
Oh, shit.
Call it out. Call it out. Let's go.
At this, everyone kind of looks over and starts whispering to himself, and they look very impressed seeing as you stand up and as you're comforted and supported by your ally Hex. You stand out, and everyone's looking at you impressed. People are nodding their heads. They're looking at you, analyzing your tarot energy as they all start to take their seats. Nixus going, yeah, all right, come on. Let's sit over there. Where did Bryce go? Bryce, as you go, you say you stepped to the side already. You go to take a seat. Oh, and walking over you as you're kind of just like looking embarrassed, a tarot comes over, one of the ones who were by themselves. Um, they're in armor similar to like yours, but it's deep obsidian blue, and there's oil slick purples swirl beneath translucent veil of with silver gossamer. You see they have a chest plate that resembles the surface of what looks to be like a moonlit pond, like faint ripples that move even when they're standing still. Their helmet is porcelain. It's a half mask that floats over the left side of their face. Not attached, it's just hovering, but cracked ever so slightly. The other side, it's that does reveal the face, is translucent, like wavy. It's hard to see. It's keeping a veil of sorts over the other side of the face, almost like a dreamlike fog. They have arms and gauntlets. They have gauntlets on their arms, though their shoulders are bare. And there are tattooed like runes that are glowing in blue ink that you can see there. They have a cape and a asymmetrical skirt that forms beneath the hips in a dreamlike fabric that shimmers. She takes off her mask that's floating, and then her face then gets revealed, showing her to be a blue-eyed, auburn-haired girl, probably about 16 years old, as she sits down next to you. She does have the side of her hair, like it's like long blonde hair on one side, and the other side is shaven down to like a fade. As she goes, "Hey, sorry, I saw your little flop there. It's all right. You look kind of cool. Name's Delphina."
Yeah, it usually goes off a little better than that, but I'm happy for my friend. They don't shine as much as I do, so I'm gonna just sit over here and fucking watch this fucking show. Bryce, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Oh, Bryce, you're right. This is a fucking shit show, and I hate these things. Every time they bring in new arcana, like yourself, we're forced to sit for all this blah blah blah. Like I don't get enough of this shit at Metroton High. Anyway,
As if you've been through these before. You're not new here too.
no. No one's new here. You guys are the new trio. We've been here several times. We make up the other sections of the towns nearby and in other sections of Metroton. I believe you guys kind of just handle the central area. I've seen you on the news. But no, there's still a Weston, Easton, Northton. So and we're all linked back here.
Oh, and you said you go to Metroton? I didn't know that. That's crazy. Can I pierce the mask as I'm
You certainly can.
or can I pierce beyond the veil?
Yes, please do it. Do it.
Are we using a new custom tarot palette?
I would love to peer beyond the veil since I'm in my arcana mode and dig deeper into this person who's trying to relate to me. Delphina.
Mhm. Okay, so when you analyze someone's true self in your arcana form, you roll with mundane. Go ahead and roll with mundane.
I'm okay, mundane. Do I add any of my conditions? Would any of those affect this?
No, you don't have it. This is Arcana magic, so you don't have any of the. Well, we'll introduce those later.
Oh, yes, 9.
A 9. Okay, so on a partial success, you can ask 1 or 2 questions. It's up to you. Up to 2 questions, and you have to draw from the veil. Every time you use an Arcana power, you're digging deep into the powers of Eternum. The deck of cards we will now call for guidance once again, and we will see if it is a major major arcana that's upright, you're going to gain influence over her. If it's a reverse, they're going to gain influence over you. If it's a minor arcana upright, you could follow up on any of the questions you wish to ask, and it's the same questions that are in Pierce the Mask are available to you as well, as your up to 2 questions. And or if it's a minor arcana reverse, they will lie to you. So, some ASMR for you as I shuffle the dice.
I love it.
Shuffle the cards.
Card ASMR, love it.
Same.
Hold on, let me bend
Card
the mic there.
SMR.
Ooh.
Love it.
The Ace of Cups reversed. Unfortunately, what she say will be lies.
Everyone here is in groups, or at least maybe years a duo. I saw everyone sort of segregated. Do you not like get your partner?
Oh no. You see, like the way that the portals sometimes work, if you're nearby another Arcana member, you might come in together. I was doing some work over in Easton, and well, met with the Knight of Swords there.
Oh, dope. As a sword, I love other swords. No, I don't know if that's a thing or not, but maybe we'll see. I've only ever met my friends and majors, so
See, I'll show you around.
cool. You want to show me after this presentation? I can't get yelled at again, so we have to get back in a moment.
Yeah.
All right. There's no time, so like midnight. I'll catch you late, like at midnight. He's like trying to be like cool and weird and like funny. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like he also like looks over her shoulder and see like the fanfare of Diamond and Hex sort of coming down. So and like the presentation possibly starting. So he's like, well, I need to like get back to my friends.
All right.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah, I'll catch you later. I'll see you after this. I'll catch you later.
Can I get your number?
Yeah, dude, sure. She pulls out her cell phone and goes, reception doesn't work here, so
I'll just put my contact information. And then I take a picture of myself. I take my mask off and take a picture of my face. Put my mask on.
Actually, you know what she's gonna do to show her powers? She goes, hold on. Think about your number and whatever picture you want to send with it. And she moves her hand around, and pulling from you, you see almost like dreamlike fog appearing as a ethereal contact information screen pops up in these cloudy star-like illusion and of whatever you were thinking of. So if you were even more macho or even more or whatever, it's your perfect image of yourself with your number, and she puts it into her cell phone that lights up. Cute.
Cool. You got to show me how to do that sometime.
Yeah. I have, let's just say my powers are things that only people dream of. It's starting. I think you better get back to your friends.
Good luck with your partner.
Not my partner, but yeah.
You're not partner duo. And I will mosey back to the group. or my two friends.
Alrighty. So, for this final scene here, nothing suspicious about that character.
Nothing.
She's totally cool.
I think she's super above board.
I love Delphina.
Yeah.
I love Delphina. She's wonderful.
Oh,
I would have asked her what is her.
Oh, she would have told you.
I told her I'm a 10 of swords. When I was like, oh, I love swords, I'm a 10 of swords.
Yeah, we'll use the safety tool of rewind and go back, and she would have told you that she is the page of cups.
I knew she was a cups. Something about me said I figured she was gonna be a cups. I just
God, I knew you were a cup.
I just felt it. I just felt she was a cup.
You have cup energy.
You have cup energy.
Big cup energy.
Big cup realness.
She had to be fancy too. She's not a number. She's just like, I'm a page of cups.
All right. So as you all Bryce eventually catches back up to you, the rest of the team, as you all take your seats.
Actually, sorry, can I add one more thing?
Sure.
The crystal that powered someone's room when we were her and I were chatting sort of like in the corner of this room, I'm gonna take that crystal and just sort of chuck it either at the wall or over like the edge, and hopefully like use that to clear my anger, because that was important to me. I wanted that crystal, but I'm throwing it away or destroying it.
Okay. How do you? I'm fine with that. And yes, you won't have a crystal. But what is causing you the anger? Like, where's that anger coming from? As you
And she was like, "Go back to your friend. Like, it's time to go back to your friends." And like, I'm mad that like I was so stupid. Like, I didn't get any praise. And like, she like, even though she was like jabbing at me like in a friendly way, and we had a little bit of camaraderie, I'm just like, just like trying to like using it as like a way to like vent and just like let it go and just like throw it and just like we're in the fucking ArcanoSphere. Let's let it go.
okay. Losing that, you can certainly mark off that anger as you take a deep breath in and out and calm your nerves before rejoining the rest of your allies.
Sorry about that. I was just I had to go pee. I was in the corner. I mean, I went to the bathroom.
You oh right. You really started that conversation in a way that concerned me.
Yep. Sorry. I mean, my mind was somewhere else, but yeah, I had to go back. Are you good?
Welcome back. I mean, I was wondering where you went.
I had to go so bad. So I just ran off while you guys were like doing your thing.
Sure. I think it's about to start.
At this point, a light shines directly onto the large crystal gate. The gate begins to descend, closing the gap between the floating island that you're on and the actual Arcano Citadel. Standing there on celestial steeds, Pegasi, that just show the entirety of the cosmos within their hair and fur. They're gleaming. You see several major arcana. Nixa goes, "Oh my, they're here! Oh, in all their beauty, all their eternal wisdom. It's the major arcana." They use the drawbridge as a sort of like bifrost, and they gallop across it, carrying with them strange iridescent rainbows in their wake as they appear at the bottom right in front of this kind of amphitheater that you all are sitting in. in front of everyone staring, you see the high priestess, Sphinx, the emperor, Imperium, the chariot. You see Strength, Steelheart. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that. The chariot, Flame Wheel, and Strength, Steelheart. The high priestess in the middle, draped in ethereal robes, veiled in soft moonlight. It seems that's just following her from the cosmos. She steps forward like she's stepped off of her throne, flanked by golden, glowing scripts in celestial sigils. Her voice is calm yet laden with wisdom. Children of the Arcana, you have crossed the threshold and stepped into the astral veil. Here, time bows, secrets breathe, and destiny become as a blade that you must learn to wield. Each of you bears a card, no mere title, but a living echo of cosmic will. The Kishin feed on chaos and forgotten fears, and the Umbral Council seeks to hollow truth into illusion. You all are the answer written in starlight. But be warned, power does not shield the soul. You will be tested in ways only the heart can understand. We welcome 3 more to our fold. She then points to you, and there's a spotlight that shines on the 3 of you. Please, new children of the Arcana, step forward and introduce yourselves to your peers. And she waves her hand as the spotlight's on top of all of you. What are you all doing? Who would like to go first? As the class is now looking very anxiously.
I think Diamond steps up. Unless, oh, you did not it? Okay, cool. I think Diamond steps up for sure. And just tall posture, holding my 6-foot long staff that's way taller than I am in my glorious form. I stand up. Thank you so much for the warm introduction, and I can only hope to uphold the values of the Knight of Wands. Passion, pursuit of protection. I will be there to defend those who cannot protect themselves. I will charge in heroically, with no regard to my own safety, to protect those who need me. And I hope that I can continue to uphold those values and be a passionate hero.
They all look on, nodding. Who goes next? After, well, I would say she goes. We see Strength, aka Steelheart, nodding in his armor, looking at you with a smile. And the high priestess goes, "The Knight of Wands," and people clap. Some less enthusiastic than others, but they do clap. They're kids, you know how they are.
Yeah.
Who goes next?
I think Hex would have been clapping super hard for both Diamond and Rip. And then I think she would have stood up next. And she would have given like a wave to everyone as if she's new here, but she's glad to be here. And she would say, "It is I, the 3 of Pentacles, and I promise with my other minor arcana to fulfill my prophecy and embody teamwork, collaboration and cooperation to make sure that what's the name of our organization as a whole?
The Guardians of the Arcanum.
To make sure the Guardian of the Arcanum can be there for everyone, Metricin City and beyond.
The High Priestess smiles, like definitely more attention than she has given to your allies. And she says with gusto, "The third child of the sigil, the Three of Pentacles." And everyone claps. Some people are just like, did she just seem to show favoritism? So as we get a little bit. But people
Oh God. Damn it. Sorry. I'm screwed.
I was just like, oh, the one who did that whole big show and all that, and are noticing this little. You hear whispers like, "That her, protege of the you be whispering about the protege of the High Priestess. That must be her." And then of course, Bryce.
You see that Bryce sort of is still looking down, and normally he would embrace a moment like this, but he's still insecure from what happened earlier. So I take a deep breath and try and push through, and I stand up and I say, "And I am embodying my arcana today. Some of you might be fully aware, but I am hope renewed. I am recovery from fallen grace. I am also a painful and devastating ending. I am your Ten of Swords." And I sort of like take a bow.
There is suddenly behind you a huge like precipitation of explosions and sparks and fireworks that give you this huge brilliant ambiance. It probably scares you or not because you're not expecting it, but it really, like, in the shape of the 10 swords as well, embellishing your already opulent armor. And you look over and you see Delphina pulling dream energy and creating this full-on illusion, and she gives you a little wink.
Aww.
I will wink back at her.
Please let me see this.
You got eyes, right, girl?
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe you didn't see her winking, but you see him winking.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yes. I need to see this.
I guess too oblivious for other reasons. In the fiction, aka in the chat.
Imperium continues, the Emperor. The Arcana are not warriors by chance. You were chosen, as they are clad in imperial armor that gleams like a fallen star, stern and dignified. You could see that there is a throne. He has a long cape that's in the shape of a throne, and he moves by as if he's stepping on his cape, and it's carrying him like a magic carpet. So he's like forever in a almost like floating seat. Think Professor X, but more of like an emperor. And it keeps shifting and moving in a strange geometric order. And his voice exudes authority. The key should rise not only from magic gone wild, but from our own failures to govern. The Umbral Council manipulates the same truth we protect. Your role as Minor Arcana is not to merely fight, but to restore harmony. You will stand where the world breaks and decide who we become. Hold fast. Rule yourselves before the cosmos dare to do it for you. You will find that you have the power of Eternum. With that power, you can seal and destroy the Kishin and restore balance. Beware. That also opens you to new found terrors that we have deemed afflictions. If your arcana is afflicted, you will find that your connection to the eternum, to this very ArcanoStar, broken until repaired. Then the chariot, the flame wheel, looks to be an athletic woman clad in red and gold with trailing mantles of stardust and fire. She's seems to be in a chariot. Her Pegasi becoming this chariot-like device or vehicle. She burns forward with motion. Eyes are fierce and alive. There is no fate but the one that you seize. You are not here to wait for greatness. You are here to ride it. Ride it down and grab it by the collar and drag it home. The Kishin don't wait. The Umbral Council doesn't hesitate, and neither do you. This will test your will and everything that you are, but speed forward with courage in the absence of fear. And then finally, Steelheart steps up. He rises calm and massive, and you can see that his colors are in a West African motif of interwoven cosmic armor. His aura stills everything around him as he takes a deep breath, the flames igniting behind him. Each of you holds a fire inside. You hold the bull, he says, looking over at Diamond. The blade, he says, looking over at Rip. And the mage within, he says, looking over at Hex. Your strength is not only with your fists, but in the choices that you make. You are not just guardians, you are examples. The people will look to you not because you shine, but because you stand. When fear rises, be unshakable. When pain speaks, listen with grace. And when you fall, and you will fall, get up, stronger than before. The Kishin can break buildings. The Umbral breaks belief. But you bring hope. As their voice fades, as it's echoing throughout this entire realm, there is a golden spiral as the high priestess raises her hand. And now I shall cast a new fate for our brethren. I shall draw from the cards and bless them with the veil. And before we wrap up, I'm going to do our 3-card reading to see what to expect for each of our characters in the future that holds in this core yourselves. So, I'm going to need, I'll say Hex. We'll go do you. Tell me when to stop shuffling.
You got it. Stop.
Okay. And now, we once again ask the stars for guidance and the cards to reveal your future.
The 9 of Swords. The 6 of Swords reversed. And the 5 of Wands reversed. The 9 of Swords is the hour before dawn, when sleep abandons you and the truth has nowhere left to hide. This is your past, or rather the past that clings to you. Nightmares of burning metals and falling stars. But you shall overcome this. Now, as you have your Six of Swords reverse. This is your crossing. Upright, it is a boat leaving the storm behind. Reverse, it is the storm that will not release its claim. You try to move forward, yet your oars bite the same black water. Old wounds, old loyalties, old lies. They drag behind you like anchors. But you do have a future ahead of you. And that is the Five of Wands reversed. Upright, it is open conflict and it sparks, blows, and chaos. But reverse, it is subtle, quiet, though dangerous. Unspoken rivalries, jealousies, promises made with smiles while hearts burn in different directions. But it is for you to overcome and reshape this path. It is a dark time ahead of you, but you will be the light that will shine down and illuminate throughout all of the shadows.
As she proclaims this, the cards shatter into star shards that fall upon you, and you are all glowing with this energy that flows over you. So you have been blessed. So the future has been told, and the veil pierce. May it guide you and illuminate you to a future that will be bright. And with that, the major arcana turn on their individual vehicles and hopping on their Pegasi and burst into a large streaming jet of light that shoots off into the distance, disappearing like cosmic stars streaking across the night sky.
One quick question.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Was there any way possible, as they're about to like just drift off the very last vehicle on their last Pegasi, could I by any chance utilize or reuse my burn for elemental awareness to get a vision about this prophecy for us?
Ooh, okay. Yes, yes. So describe how that looks and what that does.
I don't mind re-rolling for it because it's been so many scenes since I last charged up.
Oh, you're
Because
still
right now
powered.
I'm at a burn. I'm sorry? Same scene?
Are you saying you're out of burn? Yeah, same scene. You still have the burn that you have.
Perfect then. Hell yeah, let me use it.
Yeah.
I will mark. You know what? I'm gonna mark insecure because I understand it's a great read and everything, but I think Hex is insecure that she won't be able to show her mentor the version that she needs to see to be able to change her perspective of who she is. So that's what this vision is really about. This vision is about hopefully I can maybe make some progress to show her that I'm not like my mother, even if it's just genetics. So that's the hope that she's having, or the thought that she's having as she does that. But yeah, that's what this looks like. Are we gonna have the tools necessary right now to be able to come out on top against our next fight with the Umbral Council?
You go into your vision, and it's hazy. You can see a great battle coming. You have all the tools. You do. But there are complications with them. They need to be sharpened. They need to be honed. And there are forces that are planning to who are trying to stop you and keep your blades dull. So you have everything you have now, but you know that the only thing that's keeping you from reaching it is yourselves and your inner drama. As you know, we have plenty of drama that's been happening with all three of your characters. At least you're aware of two anyway. You don't know much about Bryce's family drama.
Valid. then I think with that bit of knowledge, because it's not a dark vision, it's not like taxing her, it's not making her closer to her doom, but with that sense of insecurity, she will turn around and she'll try and get both of her teammates' attention and say, we've got a lot of training to do. I hope you're both ready.
Well, I think it would actually be maybe counterintuitive to say that I'm ready. To be honest, I don't really know, but in order to grow, you have to admit that you're not there yet. So I'm here with you, and I'll make mistakes, and I need to own that. I need to take responsibility for that. But I'm gonna try.
Bryce is still hopeless and insecure, so he says, like, we have been training and now we're like inducted here. I hope it's enough, but like, we'll see.
I feel like I've been around Bryce and Rip long enough to probably notice this kind of behavior, right? Maybe recognize it.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if let me see if I'm able to, hold on. I kind of want to do the Arcana one. I want to do the comfort one. Hold on.
Sorry, I am so sorry. I just wanted to make some progress against my mother. I did not mean to extend the scene longer.
You're perfect.
No, it's fine.
Perfect.
This is where we'll see where we have a good comment. I want to see, we get that, and then we'll like kind of the fade.
Yeah.
So go right ahead.
Is that now, if I do the comfort instead of comfort and support normal, trying to do the Arcana one, I'm just really curious about it. But I'm trying to make sure I'm not being crazy. Am I like being too extra?
So you are trying to comfort beneath the veil.
Rip.
With Rip. So you can. This gives you the ability to. So this is how you get rid of. You can get rid of conditions, as you see it. You can get rid of 2, because you're always using the veil. I don't know what it says. I gotta get rid of the if. You can clear 2 conditions, get a +1 forward and a team. Just know if it's high risk, high reward. So you can do that, yes. If that's what you want to do, you just have to roll with mundane.
Hex is right there, willing to spend a team if necessary. Not willing to, is going to if needed.
Okay. And Rip, do you have more than 1 condition, or is it only 1?
I have hopeless and insecure.
Yeah, you know what? I want to do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ooh, we are now using.
He's normally like trying to be more like boastful and and he's just like, we made it. So
yeah.
What?
It feels wrong. It feels wrong.
It feels wrong. It feels wrong.
It feels wrong. It just does. It's not. This is not my Bryce. This is not Rip. So okay, cool. I am going to roll comfort beneath the veil.
Team. I'm
Wait.
using team.
Team. Plus I have. Do I? No.
I think you have influence over me.
Yes.
So that's
I have influence. So that's +1, and you're my rival right now because you're still my frenemy.
Yeah.
So I still have plus. Don't I have another one because of my listener roll?
The listener doesn't give you a plus.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Friend. Friend.
No. Friend gives you like the bonus for potential.
Bonus for potential.
But if this happens to frustrate your rival, is this frustrating to Bryce?
I don't know if it will be. Let's find out.
I know she hasn't said anything yet, so we have to see.
Oh, valid.
So
right
now,
let's build the fiction.
It's already a 7 with the +1 because I had influence, and then if you spend team, it makes an 8. I don't think I still have my hold because time passed, so I don't have that bonus that I can use. Okay, so we're in a partial success land.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
So on a partial success, so it's on a partial success, for this comfort by the veil. Um, if they open up, they can mark a potential. You clear a condition. They shift labels, and you gain something called a bond. A bond is a new feature in this as we play test it that allows you to share team or interact or fiction appropriate interaction with them until you use it or until time passes, which you know that time technically won't pass until the core is finished is how we're going to play it.
Okay.
So for this entire core, if you need to spend a bond, and bonds are expendable, you can give sense that Bryce is in trouble somewhere and give a team to aid him if he's in a solo thing, or if you're separated and you need to get to him through the power of magic, you summon your arcana and then you will just use your bond to cross dimension. That's the fiction appropriate reason that you have there for that. But your bond is something that I implore you to use when you need to be there and they just can't be there for you physically.
Okay. Seeing how I think what Diamond is seeing is how she's felt so many times. She's seen this like I'm so defeated. Like what is the point? Yep, great. We won, quote unquote, and still feeling like you lost. And so Diamond looks to Rip and just says, hold on, I have to paint the picture here. What is it? Remind me. What is it that you said that you stand for? When you stood up in front of all these people and you exemplified your abilities. Remind me, what is it that you stand for? And this will be kind of a, if we can play wishy-washy of like him respond and then I'll say a thing.
Got it. You want to draw the card and then see your response from there?
I want to see what he says if he responds to that.
You see him sort of thinking and he says, Diamond, I know what you're doing. And I don't know how I feel about it, but you know I stand for hope. Renewed hope.
That's right. You do. And I want to be very clear about this, Rip. I've always given you all kinds of shit. Before I even knew you were Rip and Bryce at the same time, somehow you got under my skin on both sides. Didn't even know. In fact, I should have figured it out sooner. Here's the truth, though. Nothing is as powerful as renewed hope. That's what all of us need. And it is what you stand for, even in the most surprising ways. I feel more hopeful with you by my side. And hopefully we'll see how the cards play out.
X just chimes from the side. Same.
Oh.
All right, let's do our one card flip.
We have the Five of Wands upright. A minor arcana on its upright position.
As we know, upright minor arcana is they feel magically seen. You feel magically seen. You can clear an additional condition.
All right. So in this moment, hearing her say to me that I literally am the embodiment of renewed hope, I can't let a minor setback like this hold me back. And I will take her energy, and as I say, you know, as she sort of says that last bit of like you're the embodiment of renewed hope, I will sort of like like look up to her and then like stand up and then just like full body like hug her, like almost like like
Aw.
trying to like break like you're my rough and tumble, like we would go and spar and
Oh,
punch
I
each other.
squeeze. Yeah, I
So, like
crack
I
your back.
really squeeze you, yeah, and I will just feel the like sister, like brotherly sisterly love is what it feels like.
Yes.
And just like in that long embrace, you just feel the like layers of anxiety just sort of fall away. You feel the hopelessness sort of fade, and you see sort of like as he like lets go, I come back with that like little charm, and then I just like like punch you on the shoulder, like, oh, stop.
Aw.
And you see like he's sort of like he's cracked, and like the insecurity and hopelessness are gone, and I will clear the two conditions.
Yay!
Yay!
Now I'm happy with my choice again. I should have
And you're right. I can't let a stupid thing like this let us stop us.
Hey,
We're on our way to being majors.
That's right.
it's not stupid. Your feelings, they're valid. And I know that this is a lot of pressure. And maybe sometimes it feels a little bit petty. I'm guilty of that for sure. But your feelings are valid. I still will try to lift you up and make you come back into your own. But I don't want you to feel like even feeling that, that's not a mistake.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you
best
both.
cheerleader.
And I'll grab a
Just a big old group
yeah, and then I'll
hug.
grab Sammy too and pull her in.
A
Aw.
big group
She
hug.
happily accepts. And I think she would also throw in real quick, like, you're the best cheerleader.
Let's
Well- Thank you.
I think I remember something that you really wanted to do, and I think now's the appropriate time.
Oh
Let's
my
go,
gosh.
Diamond.
Can we?
Yes.
Can we please?
Yes.
All right. Let's go. And
I'm going to use my remaining burn, and I'll say that's all you had to say, and I'm gonna rip a door into her private sanctum that I was in earlier and move us to her bedroom to jump on the bed. Where we land and we're like jumping on the bed. So like we rip up a door and you can look down and see the top of her bed ready for us to jump through the door.
I
After
think
you.
That's the best ending.
I think that's a perfect close to the page, as it seems our heroes are finding camaraderie and working together. But according to the cards, as the eclipse emerged, we will have some drama on the way. And who are these mysterious? Oh, I say, who is this mysterious Delphina that tries to get in there? And the rest of the minor arcana who will you all be meeting? We'll find out. But before we do, there's one final epilogue scene that happens.
Oh dear.
We're in a dark room. There's a sound of a match being struck and a cigarette being lit. As it's inhaled, the cherry top brightens, illuminating what looks to be a gentleman standing in a red button-up shirt and a black vest. His face is human from like a dark brown texture and a small goatee. As it goes up towards the bottom of his cheeks and turns more fleshy into that of what looks to be some sort of demonic dark creature that raises up into black and red horns that curl back. There's a bright light that illuminates as the moon walks in. I know what I'm doing. Apparently you don't. You let her go. On your own accord, nonetheless. I think we do things my way. I'll take things from here.
I think it's time to have a devilish time and play a game with these minor arcana. As we freeze on the face of the Devil Arcana card. And that is the last page in the back of the book.